This video is going to do an introduction to bar graphs. A bar graph uses rectangles or bars to visually display categorical data. So in this example, we see that we are looking at the number of students who experience pressure, and each category displays a different feeling that they align with. As we can see from the data, most students experience very little, followed by some, with the two smaller categories being those who experience a lot versus none, the two extremes. So most people are somewhere in the middle. I did want to make a couple notes here about bar graphs first, and I'm going to write this down. Bar graphs shouldn't have the rectangles touching, okay? So these bars should never be touching. Bars don't touch, and the reason is when they touch, that actually represents a different type of display called a histogram. The second thing I wanted to note is that bar graphs can be either vertical rectangles or horizontal rectangles. They're both bar graphs, so it could be either vertical or horizontal. In this particular example, it is a vertical bar graph display, and it really doesn't matter which way you want to do it. So I want to do an example. So this example that we're going to actually draw here is showing how many people have a certain eye color. That's what frequency represents. And I'm going to draw this out. Now, you could do this on a computer, but this is more of a demonstration of something you would do like on an exam or a quiz or something like that. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and start by doing a vertical bar graph, which means I'm going to make the x-axis the eye color. So I'm going to go ahead and draw brown, and then blue, and then the green hazel category. Here, I'll just do green, hazel underneath. And then the y-axis will represent the frequencies. Since my largest frequency is 25, I'm going to just go by fives here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I tend to go ahead and label each tick mark. I think it's easier that way, especially if you're doing a lot of data, to go ahead and have them already labeled like that. And then the last thing I want to do is I'd actually want to label each category, I'm sorry, the axes themselves. So this was representing eye color, and this was representing frequency. So you do want to always label those as well. Okay, now I'm going to draw the bars here. For the brown category, I want to draw a rectangle that goes up to 25. Do my best. I'll shade it in. And if you want to be cute, you could switch colors. So for blue, I will use the blue, and we'll go up to about 8. And if it's not perfect or you're worried that it's not clear, you could even label the bars, you know, just so everybody knows the actual label. And then for the last category, green, going up to 5. And you just want to make sure that they don't touch, that they're as close in width as you can make them. They don't have to be perfect. But there you go. That would be a drawn bar graph of this data.